Right, I've been at this for about 5 hours now. Oh, hello. That was weird. Yeah, I've been at it for about 5 or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I hope that you enjoyed that clip with Engage. Well, it wasn't with Engage, but from what Engage did. And I think hopefully these are the last. Oh, what the hell's going on? Let's just try and power through. I just want to lay the last blocks. I haven't updated the map in quite some time. It's there. My armor's pretty much just died as I've been doing this because mobs spawn on here at night. But I haven't updated the map in quite some time. So we should be able to see that. If I don't have enough cobble, which I don't do. This is the last cobble that I've got as well. That takes the mic. Is Engage still on? Yes, yes. Right, we'll go. Do you have any? Holy fuck! That took a lot off me. Was I just at? No, 6 isn't going to be enough. I need about 20. Need about 20. Oh, getting quite tired now, if I'm honest. There's one. Just get as many as I can. I think there's a couple up here anyway. I did reach level 30 just from killing a couple of mobs. A stone brick, and I don't want stone bricks. I want cobble. We can take that. We can take that. Yeah, that should be enough. We'll just break down the smooth stone. I want it to all be one block. I know that it will appear the same on the map, but I'd prefer it to be the same. So that is what we shall do. Oh sweet, thank you. And great stuff. Will not load in. Holy shit, he's got speed effect. Let's just place these at night. Oh, I'm gonna die out here is what's gonna happen. There's a witch, there's a skeleton. I need to heal just a little bit. Holy shit, those spiders with speed. Ho! Ho! Ha! He! Ho! Oh, okay, that guy had some sort of power bow. Unless my armor is not doing as well as it could be. Oh yeah, I'm just wearing just a breastplate now. Do I have anything else? I thought I had other things. No. Apparently not. Sleep last log. I was going to say do it at night, but I really can't be bothered. Sweetness. So I think the plan for this one is going to be just keep this one as grey, just to have a grey, a completely clear grey map, and then off to the side there we'll have the face one. I just wanted to do this. I mean, really it isn't. It is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is he being poisoned? He is. Oh, I think I may have just saved him then. 30 seconds of poison, really. That is too damn funny. 2, 3, 4. The witch landed on me. Oh, and that's complete. No, it's not. 1, 2. I mean, I know I could put the stone in and it'd be the exact same texture, but I don't want to do that. So let's update the map, shall we? Look at all of that wasn't done and that is now done. That's crazy. Oh yes. So if we get rid of the bed, which is in fact still my spawn point, so I need to keep that in mind. Let's get rid of those two, put the bed back there. Let's update it again. Get rid of that bed texture. There we go. So it's completely grey now. So one thing I'm still unsure about is because I know for a fact that if we make a new map anywhere in here, it will make this map. But what I'm not sure about is if we go outside one by one block, if it will actually if it'll give us this stuff rather than any of this, like if it'll just go to the same thing here but move it along one, or if it'll contain some of this. So that's what we're going to try now. So this shouldn't have any of this in if it's what I'm thinking it will be. Yeah, okay, sweet. So that does work out. Nice one. So maps are quite simple now. I don't even want to think about that just yet because that made me laugh way too much. So I think we can actually get a completely blue one as well, basically free because of the sea. There's that we'd potentially have to clear. See, now there's that one there. If we go diagonally this way, because if you think about it, there's another one of these right there, and then there's another one of these right there, and then there's another one of these right here. So if we make a new one now, yep, sweet, completely free blue one. Oh, that does have where? Yeah, that does actually have some depth to it, doesn't it? I've never seen that before. His hand, what? Is that new? I've never seen that before. Anyway, I'll do a bit of messing about with this and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what we can actually do is, if we look at this one, this is the normal map, the grey one. I'll probably name it, and then if we do that, we can actually copy them. So all of these will be the same, and we can use them over and over and over. So if we give one to engage, not sure if he wants one, but he can have one. There he goes. And then I'll show you why we want these. Alright, so if I can remember how to make those item frames. I know it's leather and something else. Let's just take, I wonder where all my leather went. Is it leather and sticks? I think it is, isn't it? Let's just make many as that will let us. Sweet. So this will at least let me give you an example of why I mainly want to do this. So say we've got something along those lines. We can do that. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Right. Let's open you. Get that back. Get that back. Let's show you somewhere where it's not going to move. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So we've got like a perfect sort of shade of that colour. I don't know why those two are different. Is that because of the... Let's try this. Yeah, okay, because there's glowstone under there. So as long as we keep them well lit behind, which we can just place them on glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns, it should be fine. The only thing I don't like is if I do that, they unrender. That's the only downfall to this, but I don't think I'll be using them too much. I just wanted the option to have them. So I think places that I'll be using them quite a lot is things like this. Oh, I really actually wanted to put them on the board so you couldn't see the purple blocks. That's a shame. And if we do some... No, that isn't going to work. See, it just looks weird because there's different lighting levels. Obviously it's taken the shade from the lighting level. That's unfortunate. Not much we can do. So could we do on things like that? Yes, we could. Sweet. So we could essentially cover those up and just have it like that. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty decent, I think. And when we get more range of things, I think it'll be really, really cool. I think we'll mainly use it on places where, like, if I go up top, I'll show you. Like if we look at something like that, possibly like up there. I don't know, to be honest, but it probably wouldn't be something like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. It probably wouldn't go there. Alright, so I did just want to test out these maps a little bit. I made a couple more of the grey maps and I made a couple more item frames. This isn't exactly the sort of place that I want to use them. I just want to see how they look, because I want to... I kind of thought of this afterwards. Let's turn that sound all the way down because portals are annoying as hell. I don't know, but I think item frames have a render distance like less than actual blocks do. So that could work in our favour, but it could also work to our disadvantage. So the way that it could work in our favour is if we want something to look slightly different closer than we do up close, then we can use it that way. But the thing is with that, my plan was to put jack-o'-lanterns behind these, so they'd always have the same light level, which you wouldn't have to worry about outside really, because they'd always get the same. But inside, they obviously get the different shades, and they look a little bit different. So I think that's it. That's a decent enough of a sample size. If we just take a little hike, because I didn't want it like it was never going to be a thing where I'd have like a wall of them like that. Because the problem with having them, my bad, that close is when you turn your head, they unrender. So that's part of the cobblestone that you're seeing there. So that was never going to work anyway. But I want to just get a bit of a gauge. So somewhere like, okay, yeah, that works. I was thinking if they are going to despawn, I'd imagine it'd be somewhere around this distance. Let's go a little bit further, I am Lovely. I don't I don't believe it. If they honestly don't unrender, that'd be brilliant. It isn't looking like they are. I can still see them. Oh, that's perfect. That's about the distance that you can actually notice them anyway. The only problem with that is the edges. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful there, because as you can see, if I plonk one down there, obviously the edge is, you can see that, and that's what you can see there. It looks slightly odd, but as long as I keep that in mind when I'm using them, they'll be fine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't necessarily want to use these all over the place, because I know for a fact that they do cause frame rate issues when you start using hundreds of them. But for little details that you couldn't really get usually, I don't see a problem in using them. And I mainly will use them where it's not going to be affecting like other people, because obviously there's not everyone is going to have the same PC specs. So I do want to keep that in mind. I don't want to make something that's completely lag free for me, but then other people are suffering from like frame rate issues and they can't be in the area. If, like, put it this way, if I made 100 of these and put them at spawn, and then everyone was at 1 frame a second at spawn, that would not be great. Ah, engage. Brilliant. Does this still work? Oh, I thought I had a dispenser down there. Or is it in this? Is it in the chest? Yeah, it is. The toilet roll and the bog brush. That's the toilet roll. That's the bog brush. So yeah, I'm gonna probably see if I can, I don't know, just incorporate these somewhere, just to get a gauge of what they look like. One thing I did think that would be quite worth noting is, oh, hello, hello there. You can do things like this. So say you put them there, and you can do the same with paintings. But what you can actually do is you can make like a secret passage. So what we could potentially do is something along these lines. And I know that I said I wouldn't be using these as a wall, but in certain areas we could have like just a wall of these, maybe painting surrounding it rather than item frames, and just go all out on. Because the nice thing about this is because it's all one texture, it doesn't matter about the right clicking them to adjust them. As you can see, the edge of it is changing, but that's about it. So obviously those that are, I think they're rotated differently is the problem of why you can see the edge. But to be honest, I'm not too bothered about those sorts of edges, because I think that's actually a rendering error rather than anything that I can sort out. Like, I think that's just an error in the code, so like you could just push up against it. And the only problem is obviously the unrendering of them. But again, not too worried. But yeah, you could have things like that, which are pretty cool. It's just one of those things that, you know, it's not completely amazing and brilliant and fantastic, but it is pretty cool that we can do something that we couldn't do before. It's sort of like having a new feature in the game, but we've put it in because, well, it's not really we've put it in, but you know what I mean. We've decided to use it rather than just not, basically. Still looking for somewhere to put it. I tried it on the chimney, and because it's got 4 sides, it just didn't look too good. So the hunt continues. Okay, so this is actually an idea that I've just a second had. I had no intention of doing this before, but I was thinking, you know, a lot of people. Oh, for some reason, I tell you what. If any of you guys know the reason for this, whenever I start recording, it just does this, but it's fine, it's stable, and then after a couple of seconds, it'll just clear itself up. So I don't particularly know why it's doing that, to be honest. Other than Java is terrible, because like I can go and play Skyrim at 60 frames a second and be fine, and when I'm not recording that, I can run this at like hundreds of frames. So I don't really know why it likes to do it, and I really hate how it obstructs so much of the view. It should go in your hand like that does, and then you should be able to initiate that sort of a view. So yeah, so we could do things like that. You know, it's just something new, isn't it? It's something that isn't particularly used too much, and from afar you can't tell that there's glowstone there, whereas these are always all over the place. So I think I'll leave that one up and just see what people think. I honestly think that's that's too high up anyway, Matthew. Matthew Talbot did this, but really you're getting what, 3 or 4 blocks of light? I really would prefer it if there was stronger ways to make light in this game, because it almost seems like a lot of people try and not use torches and things, but really, unless you do so many stupid things like all over the place, just clutter it with lights and things, you have to just use torches on the ground. A bit like that, to be honest. Right, so we've messed about with the maps quite a bit today, and I've just had an idea to try and end this up in a nice fashion. I've actually got like seven or 8 wither skulls. I think it might be 8 actually, but I think we're only 1 or 2 off being able to fight 3 withers. Okay, 7. So I think what I want to do is, well, I can just leave them in there. I want to go fight a wither. But what I usually do is, just because I can't really be bothered to fight a boss and then potentially lose all of my stuff, I tend to just fight withers underground, like encased in stone. You know, but today I fancy a challenge. I fancy something different. So what I was thinking was, I'm gonna get a little bit prepared here, and I'm gonna go and spawn a wither on that platform, the massive cobblestone platform that we built, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna take not all of that, but I do want to take some, because I'll obviously need to repair it after we're done. But I think it'll be pretty cool because as we get shot by him, he'll take out more of the platform, and then there's the potential for us to like fall in one of his holes that he's made, and I think it'll be really cool, to be honest. So if you and I believe we're about ready to start heading out. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, that was lucky. Don't you hate ender pearling into a creeper? You can wait. So I think the idea that I've generally got is I think the strongest thing that I can do is just keep myself healed whilst I try and take him down, because I really hate how, because he doesn't. But ideally, I think he should be a little bit further away from you, rather than, because he just goes straight above you, and it doesn't particularly seem like it's clever. It just seems like it's really, I suppose to me it just feels really badly implemented, if I'm completely honest with you. Maybe it's intentional. I don't particularly think that it is intentional. I think that they just kind of a bit like with the creeper. I think it's just like a happy coincidence, and people have learned to like, or I don't know what you'd say, learn to just deal with it. I do want. Okay, that's not the stuff I want. There we go. Protection 4. I believe my cowl is in the ender chest. Oh, we do need. That's one thing we do need. We need some of the soul sand. I always forget the soul sand. Always. Not today. And if this does work out, we might do some more fights over there of withers. One of my goals is to like spawn like 10 withers and see how badly I get owned. That might be fun. I would like a Smite 5 with no knockback, if that's at all possible. Do I have a Smite 5? I know I have a Smite 5 in here, but that's got knockback 2 on it. I suppose it'll have to do. And do I have any decent bows? Gonna guess no, because when do you ever have the thing that you want? Flame. Oh, that is a very nice bow. Power 3, I'll do. Okie dokie. Power 3, flame 1. Don't want to take the pickaxe, don't want to take the boots, but I'll sort that out when I'm over there. I do believe we are at our destination. Yes, we are. Okay. Ideally, I was thinking about it on my way over here, I'd bring a strength potion and things, but just as we get the strength with beacon effect, but yeah, I don't think we're going to need it, to be honest with you, because he's only ever going to come down to us when he's like got half health, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's just put some of this stuff away. So this is quite a risky thing to do. I've only ever really fought the Wither once, when he's been free, so by no means am I expecting this to go well, and this is the only protection for stuff that I've got. That makes me think that's protection 4, and that is not. So, what I want is that seeing is believing as well. No, fine, Carl. What I'd like to do before we do anything else is, ooh, what can I get rid of? What can I get rid of? What are they? Protection 3. They can go for the time being. I don't want to lose those boots. The boots are the only real thing that I've bought here that I care about. The work pick can. To be honest, the work pick isn't important either. We do want some arrows and such. So yeah, so this could definitely go very wrong. If it does, we just won't come here for a while. I know that Engage blew up my, well no, incorrect information. Charles Dorky and Engage were gonna prank me, and then they broke my iron farm. Or I think it was Dorky let off TNT or something next to the lava. It was something like that. The Wither Skulls. So he gave me 2 of the really amazing apples, the notch apples. So if push did come to shove, we could come back and just own him with that apple, because while you've got that apple on, you're pretty much invulnerable. I don't think there's not much that can kill you in that period of time. So let's unload all this cobblestone, because that's just for repairs. We don't need it right now, and to get the Wither Skulls we only need 3 at the moment. If it does go well, we'll 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll probably do another fight here today. But honestly, if you want my honest feelings about this, I think it's going to go terribly. Because we're on a 1 thick platform. I think if he shoots us with one of those blocks, the ones that break blocks, and he gets it in a decent position, we'll just go straight through the ground, and then he'll wreak havoc, because I think he'll start tracking the mobs up there, and I think he's going to break the mob farm, and I think loads of things are going to go wrong. Plus, I'm at 30 levels, so I'd like to not die, but I'm not I'm not thinking that I'm not going to die, because I think, well, you already know, I think I'm going to die here. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get as far, is that reading, okay. Let's get as far away from him as I can. Oh shit. That's what I didn't want. Oh. What's he doing? Okay. This is awkward. Where is he? thinks that I played him the sound. I certainly didn't. Oh, oh wow, we went up high then. I'm just gonna drink one of these. I want to get him with my sword. Hope Midge dies. I hope you fuck off. See what oh, how's the ground doing? Oh, he's not active. Why is he not breaking the ground? Does he not do that anymore? I'm at 15. Let's just top ourselves up. Why not? Oh, I'm doing terribly here.